Okay guys, boom! What's up man? My name is Peter and in this video I want to present you the 10 best fragrances for the office for men in 2023. Are you ready? Okay, then let's go. And before we actually start, I have with me Eccentric Molecules Molecule 01. And this is an honorary mention, it's not really included in the list, but we have to admit that not all professions are the same. Some work in the medical environment, like dentists, like doctors, nurses, and people that work in those environments that usually do not wear fragrances. And this one would suit them perfectly because it's not really perceivable. It's like more like a second skin around you. It's slightly woody, very transparent. It's mostly not there. Sometimes it is. And it's a molecule-based perfume. It has only one ingredient, ISO-E Super. It might be interesting if you work in a profession like this. Molecule 01, very interesting one. Okay, boom! Then let's start with the top 10 actually. And the first one, number 10, is Bleu de Chanel from Chanel. I do not have to introduce this to you. Everybody knows it by now. It's an absolute classic. The first blue fragrance on the market, super versatile. It is available in 3 different concentrations. I have with me the Eau de Toilette. I like it the best because it's lighter, it has more citrus. Most of you guys will do better with the Eau de Parfum because it's even more versatile and smells a bit better, it lasts a bit longer. And the Parfum concentration, in my opinion, is too heavy. It smells good, but it's too cloying, it's a bit too heavy. Bleu de Chanel, you can't do anything wrong with it. Amazing fragrance. Then, on the number 9 spot, we have Luna Rosa Carbon from Prada. And in my opinion, it's very, very similar to Sauvage. Of course, all of you know Sauvage, but this is a bit more refined. It has less edges. It is more pleasant, a bit less harsh. And that's why I'm preferring Luna Rosa Carbon over Sauvage in the office, you know, for your clients, for your co-workers. It's a bit less annoying. Some can't stand Sauvage, and Luna Rosa Carbon is a bit more appropriate. You should know though, it's not as strong as Sauvage, and therefore I would apply more sprays. Like go with 7, maybe even 9 sprays. Okay, then we have on number 8 spot, Terre de Mes, the Eau Givrée. I mean, most of you know Terre de Mes probably is this super masculine senior fragrance, and the Eau Givrée is this summer version of it. And it's a bit lighter than the original Terre de Mes. So by the original Terre de Mes, I would say on more mature guys, on senior managers that like in their 50s and they're like in the senior position. The Eau Givrée could be worn also by like a guy like me, like early 30s. Yeah, in the beginning of the career still, maybe even a junior position, then you can wear the Eau Givrée. It's lighter, it's more playful, it has lots of citrus, and it's super suitable for summertime. Really good fragrance, I can recommend it to you. Now, number 7 spot is Masculine Pluriel from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And probably you know this fragrance house from Baccarat Rouge 540. It's like a super popular unisex fragrance right now. You can smell like in big cities almost everywhere. And Masculine Pluriel, another perfume from this fragrance house. It's like a light lavender based fragrance. It's fresh, it's very clean, very professional. I would compare it to Dior Sauvage Elixir. I mean, there's probably a fragrance most of you know. And Masculine Pluriel could be also renamed as Masculine, I don't know, like Sauvage Elixir Cologne or Sauvage Elixir Sport. It has almost the same DNA, like lavender. It's a bit spicy. It has a bit of this barbershop vibe, but in a fresher and in a more easier to wear way. Masculine Pluriel. Number 7. Now we come to number 6 spot. My favorite fragrance, by the way, of all time is Creed Aventus Cologne. Only on the number 6 spot here when it comes to office fragrances. Smells woody, smells like mandarin. I think it's much better than the original Aventus. It's lacking the smokiness because like in the office, some people are turned off by the smokiness. And the Aventus Cologne is fresher, is brighter, it's more crowd pleasing than the original Aventus. It's super long lasting and perfect pick for the summertime. I mean, it's not really winter fragrance, but hey, Absolute fantastic. It's my most complimented fragrance of all time, by the way, and it's also a great pick if you're not wearing it to the office. Whew. Okay. Already number 5. We have here Terre de Mes. So not the Eau Giffrey, but the original Terre de Mes, and I have with me the Le Parfum concentration. Absolutely fantastic fragrance. If you're like a senior manager in the office, you know, you have authority, you are already like 10-20 years in the company, you know what you're doing, you have like everybody's looking up to you, then I would recommend the Terre de Mes. It has this powerful vibe to it. It gives you the aura of authority, of competence. Absolutely fantastic. It's not really a playful or sweet fragrance. It's also not really fresh, although you can wear it all year around. But yes, this dirty, earthy, slightly citrus vibe. Yeah. And I would say it's not only for senior manager, but you should only be as a person, like a senior person, okay? Best for guys in their 50s or even older. Like if you're 50, 55, 60, Terre de Mes de Parfum, perfect when you're wearing it to the office. Now we are already at number 4, right? Okay, number 4. To Rati Blue from Afnan. Guys, absolutely fantastic fragrance. It's a blue fragrance, it's in the name, to Rati Blue. And what's so amazing about it, not only the smell, which is like a really good blue fragrance, a bit like Bleu de Chanel we had before, but fresher and much stronger. Very pleasant in the beginning, has citrus, very, very good. Like in the dry down, it's becoming a bit less potent and it gets a bit of an oriental touch, but the opening, wow, incredible. And I can tell you something, it just costs like 25 euros the bottle of 100 milliliters, so it's super cheap, absolute no-brainer to buy it. And I tell you something, this one gives me more compliments than much more expensive ones that I just mentioned before. Like in the office, it's ridiculous how many people compliment me onto Rati Blue. Yeah, 25 euros, what Afnan created here. It's amazing. Maybe like the price is adjusting like when you're watching this video, but it's now like mid 2023. When you look online for the price, you can check it out. It's super cheap and it's absolutely fantastic. Now to the number 3 spot, you probably heard about those. It's the L'Homme series from Prada. So we have 3 different fragrances with me. I have with me L'Homme Water Splash, I have the original L'Homme and L'Homme Intense. They all share the same DNA. They are all soapy, very clean, very professional fragrances. And the Water Splash is the most suitable for summertime. It's fresher than the others. Then we have the normal L'Homme. It's the all-rounder that you can wear all year around. It's slightly sweeter than the Water Splash. And then we have the L'Homme Intense. It's the winter version because they added tonka beans, so it's a bit more sexy. It has a bit more warmth to it. Perfect for winter. It's still soapy and clean and professional. All of them absolutely fantastic. I would either go, if I would be you, go either with the original L'Homme, and then you have something for all year around. Or you say, hey, I want to specialize, and then you get the Water Splash for summertime and the L'Homme Intense for winter time, and then you're like perfectly covering every season possible. One heads up, Water Splash, this one here is discontinued, and you can still find it online, but you should hurry up a bit to grab the bottle. And there is a replacement officially from Prada out there. It's called L'Homme L'Eau. It's kind of similar, but I prefer Water Splash, to be honest. It's a bit more masculine. Now, the number 2 spot, absolutely fantastic fragrance, is Dior Homme Intense. This smells like you're working for Goldman Sachs. You're wearing a suit, like a tailor-made suit. You're working on Wall Street. You're making big money. Everybody around you makes lots of money. And I imagine this is how it's smelling like in an investment bag, like Morgan Stanley, whatever they call it, you know, UBS, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, you know, then those guys are wearing Dior Homme Intense. It has iris as a note, and it's kind of similar to L'Homme we had just before, but this one is more, it has more punch to it. It's less soapy, it's less clean, it's a bit more cocky and a bit more outgoing. It's a bit more for the really successful guy. And the number one spot of the best office fragrance for men, I have with me a very expensive fragrance. I think not all of you need it, but it's, in my opinion, perfume art. And it's not only suitable for the office, it's suitable for all locations. It smells absolutely incredible. And I have with me Amouage Reflection Man. Look at this bottle already, like design and the cap. Wow, this is already high quality. Here's the sprayer so you can check it out. Well, it's not so good actually, the atomizer, but the juice is absolutely fantastic. So this is a white florals fragrance. Let me spray it on, why not? A white florals fragrance for men. It's slightly sweet, it's fresh, it has white florals, but it's not too feminine. It's actually a very masculine fragrance because it has musk, it has wood. Wow, it's so perfectly balanced. Everybody likes it. I think it's impossible that a person not like Amouage Reflection Man. And for me, I see it best on a guy that's like very intelligent, very sophisticated. You know, he's obviously a white collar worker, maybe even up in the leather, but actually this is a perfume everybody can wear. If you're old, if you're young, you can wear it to the office, but also like to other occasions. Amouage Reflection Man, my absolute number one office fragrance. Perfect, absolutely amazing. Guys, so this was my 10 best office fragrance for men in 2023. I also have a website where I share more reviews. There you can read up, and there's also a nice filter option. Hey, if you want to check it out, it's called olfactoryambition.com. I would be very happy if you would visit my website. And other than that, maybe hit the subscribe button. More videos are coming. Thank you for watching, and I hope we can connect in another video. See you guys. Bye bye.